What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been around for a while, you know what this is. If not, welcome to the January recap. This is the video where I go over birthdays in January, staff stats, stuff that happened in the server, basically anything of note that has happened that I feel like people should know about, or it's just stuff that I find interesting, and then miscellaneous stuff that I felt like throwing in the video at the last second. So yeah, let's get right into it. Starting it off with the birthdays in January, again I get all this information off of the forums. I apologize in advance if I say your name wrong because I will, let's be honest. Anyway, happy birthday to Hilly, Whitebone, Steve, Foxwinters, Clobby, Redstone Drive, Wow Caleb, Drizzard, Lady Alice, Goldslayer XX, Daniel W231, DJ Domwell, Pitied Carton 140, Vulture Eye, Nike-san, Flute Vegetables, and Innocent Llama, Divine Pegasi, Easy Lee 6, Gouge, Alex the Coder, Neo Theater, Dino Monty, Mothy Was Here, Rubzen, Dom, Pangea _, Red Pikmin, Your Local Stalker, and Atomic Root. I hope you guys all had good days, and I hope I didn't blot your name too bad. Moving on to staff statistics. Usually I get this information for the newsletter, but I also play it by ear a little bit, so we're going to go over promotions first, then resignations of like the regular staff team, so trainee moderators, and then I'm going to go over promotions and resignations from sub-teams, which I don't always hear all of them, so if I leave you out, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to go over the yearly milestones, which is also in the newsletter, which you should go read, by the way, because they put a lot of effort into it, and I'm just kind of copying off of them. Anyway, getting right into it. Respectable was accepted as a Bedrock trainee. He was also the only trainee this month, so congrats to him. Bro Actually and Pangea _ both passed their Java trials and have become moderators. Marzi was promoted to the community management admin and also kind of the social media admin, but I'll get into that in a second. And QA Slip was promoted to the quality assurance admin with the loss of Rosmeme a few months back. Moving on to resignations, which I'm looking at the list right now, and I don't think I've seen a longer list since June of 2020 when half of the Bedrock team was demoted. So buckle up because this is long. First of all, on December 31st, Raybot, who was Clan's management, resigned from the whole team. But Arrow, this is the January video. Yes, but it wasn't in the newsletter, so I didn't say it. Hush. Moving on to the actual January resignations, Arjun, who was the ex-newsletter lead and also the recruitment kind of lead, resigned. Island, I'm not saying your whole name, I'm sorry. The recruitment admin resigned, and Toki took over the recruitment team. Baloo from Clan's management resigned, and Timmy6790 resigned as well, although that's not entirely true, but I'm not going to go into that here. Emily, who was the community management and social media admin, has also resigned. Arshat _73 from the build team has resigned. DanB76, who was a Java mod, resigned, and Unreleased, who is also a builder, also resigned. So that was a ridiculously long list. Thank you guys for everything that you've done for the team. I know recently things have been going downhill very quickly and very spectacularly, so I wish you the best of luck in the future with whatever you choose to do, because it's definitely going to be better than here. Moving on to sub-team stats, there wasn't a whole lot of these, but we're going to go over them anyway. And again, I don't hear all of these. They're not always announced, especially the resignations, so I don't always hear about all of them. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. Kicking off with Hazard joining Reports Patrol. 90s and Aloof both joined Forum Management Assistants. Nazem became the Content Creator Council co-lead with Marzi. Bro Actually and WadiWadi14 both joined the Content Creator Council. And the Blue Comet, who is a builder, joined the social media team, but with the social media team merge, which I'll talk about in a second, he actually joined community management. So congrats to you guys! Moving on to the yearly milestones, we actually had quite a few of these this month. Starting off with Loof reaching their 1-year milestone, Blood of the Kings and Bob 1677777, and Mappable all reached their 2-year milestone. Chase, the forums admin, and Documents both reached their 3-year milestone. Tylar reached their 5-year milestone, and Ferris Lord Harry reached his 6-year milestone, which is crazy. So congrats to all of you guys for sticking around so long. Alright, moving on to the overall general Mindplexy, I don't know what to call this section. I have 4 main things that happened this month that are worth noting, I guess. And if I didn't write it down, I'm not going to put it in the video, so oh well. First of all, the translation team disbanded. Tobias made a last announcement / update to that thread. So thank you guys for everything. I don't really know what to say about that team since I've never talked to like anybody on it except for when I was doing the slander video and I talked to Tobias. But congratulations, Tobias, on finally completing your trainee trial. Even though you weren't promoted, you were still doing it for a while, so good job. With that, social media and community management merged, so there isn't like a separate tag on the forums for the social media team anymore. It's just all community management. It was either Marzi or MLI that made a thread on that. I'll find it and I'll link it in the description, but I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, that happened. So that's why when Marzi became the community management admin, she also kind of, but not really, became a social media admin, but that's a whole other story. Basically, social media became a subdivision of COM. And on the topic of COM, the community management tag on the forums turned from like a lime green to now like a purple. That's not like a huge deal, but I wrote it down, so we're putting it in the video. And then lastly, I think the most important part that happened this month is that the trainee blacklist was reset and changes were made when Toki became the recruitment admin. She made a thread about that on the forums, and I will also link that in the description, but the TLDR of it basically is that everybody, with a few exceptions, was removed from the blacklist. But moving forward, if you are going to be put on the trainee blacklist, you'll be messaged on the forums probably with the fact that you are being put on the blacklist, why you're being put on the blacklist, and then for how long you're going to be on the blacklist. Basically now there's two blacklists, there's two separate ones. There's a 6-month blacklist, and then there's a permanent one. But the good news is if you're put on the permanent one, then you also have like an appeal option. So just message a recruiter, they'll give you like a bunch of questions to answer, and then you send the answers to those questions to Toki. But yeah, so if you were on the blacklist previously, you might not be anymore. Go check your forum PMs. With all of that out of the way, one last thing that I want to announce is that my commissions are open. You might have seen my art on here or on the forums, or maybe even in my Discord server, which you should join, by the way. The link is in the description. And if you're interested, just shoot me a DM somewhere. I love doing art for you guys, and I need the money to get tattoos. So you should definitely commission me because my art is good and I gotta look sick, bro. I cringed just saying that, and I'm gonna have to edit this video. Oh god. Alright. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say, so I hope you guys have a great February. Don't feel too lonely on Valentine's Day because we all know you're single, and I hope you enjoy the video. See ya!